Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am Starko Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. Guys, if you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code Starko to get a free starter pack. To do so, it is pretty simple. You go in the settings, use promo code and you enter the code Starko, S-T-A-R-K-O. You press OK and you will receive a free starter pack. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the freebie. So guys, today it is a video that I did not think I was going to be able to make, guys. Let's be clear. The Baldur legendary event is way overtuned. This is ridiculous. It took me 10 hours of straight play to actually beat the event with a team of over 200,000 power. So I just want to mention that, guys, this event is way overtuned. But as any content creator, good content creator, I like to push the limit. So I push the limit in this video, guys. We're going to be talking about the team we use, the build we use to beat this legendary event. And we're going to go in the gameplay that I already recorded, and we're going to comment over the gameplay. Pretty much I'm just going to bring my major player up at that point and I'll comment what the hell I'm doing with the gameplay. So first of all, guys, what team did I use? So let's go in half pig here and let's take a look at my half pig. So the team I used was Wizard Lead, gear 11 plus 5, with Barrel, gear 13, Centurion, gear 13, Kebab, gear 12 plus 3, and Ambulance with a gear 12. Ambulance is going to be one of the most important character to build to gear 12, even gear 13, because this is a character that's going to make sure that you do not get one shot in the last phase. It's literally, without Ambulance, guys, this is impossible. Without a build Ambulance, this is literally impossible. And obviously you're gonna need a good defender and gonna need some damage, enough damage to actually be able to get through the event. Normally, well, technically, guys, I'll have to say that the recommended settings for this event with the currently tuning of this event will be Wizard gear 11 plus 5. It is fine, but then after that you need all the other half pig to gear 13. That will be my total recommendation for this event, because this event is really crazy, guys. I got very frustrated this morning. I recorded for 8 hours straight until I actually got the kill. That was crazy. I didn't even eat yet today, guys. I didn't even drink yet today. That is how crazy it's been. So what we're going to do, guys, real fast, we are going to jump one character at the time, and we are going to be taking a look at the build on each characters. Let's get started with my boy Wizard. So Wizard, we have him at gear 11.5, so well, 11 plus 5, that means gear 11 with 5 additional item equip. For this guy, what's going to be very important is you want to get his potency close to 100%. He gets a lot of potency from his passive, so it's actually pretty good. And then you want to get his speed as fast as possible. Here you do not see it fully, but we do have 253 speed on the fella. That high speed is very important. He's gonna be a playmaker for phase 1. This is gonna be your most important characters for phase 1, by the way, guys. You need Wizard, well, Cannoneer. If you have Cannoneer, that's fine, but Wizard, you can see 92% potency, 253 speed. The rest of the stats don't really matter, and the skills to get to level 7, technically all the skills will actually be recommended to level 7, but since you want to run with more speed and less potency, this ability is going to be very important to get to level 7 to get more potency. And then this ability, so you can actually get critical damage plus for 2 stun and 1 extra stack of piggish. Now if you get the basic ability here, up, you're gonna get one more buff you can remove, which is actually outstanding. If you get that second skill up, you're gonna get a little bit more damage. Also, that could be the ability you can skip. So basically, the three most important ability to get to level 7 on this guy will be the basic, the third skill, and the passive ability. Now, if we move to the next characters, we have Barrel. Barrel, the setup I actually went with is 4 damage runes with 2 critical chance runes, all ability to level 7. This is it's gonna be mandatory. You're gonna need the maximum amount of damage output for this dude. You are going to need to have a killer build on this fella. You're gonna need to have a lot of speed too on this fella. So if we take actually a quick look at the stats here, you can see we have 57% critical chance, 203% critical damage. We have after that 231 speed, and yeah, and that's pretty much the important stats. And you can see here the physical damage almost 6,000. Technically, you want to run with a damage increase percentage and either shield or tenacity artifact to get the max out of him. Tenacity actually quite important because well, you wanted to avoid getting blinded by little Betty in the first wave, so it's gonna be very important. So this is the artifact we do have on him. The next characters we have is this fella. You want to have as much tenacity as possible. If you can get closer to 200% tenacity, it's even better. You want him to actually be quite fast, so when his talent runs out, you can actually put his talent back on as soon as possible. My recommendation is to get all his ability to level 7, to be honest. Well, the basic ability is actually not that important, but the rest, the disability is going to be very important because it's going to do more damage. Also inflict healing block for 1 turn and +1 debuff inflict to the enemy. It's going to be very important. This is going to be your tanking ability, regeneration plus shield, and then you're going to have the passive ability that gives you more armor and speed. This is going to be very important. This is a kind of tank you actually want to have as a fast tank. Now, if we actually take a look at his runes here, we have 6 tenacity runes here, guys. We want to have as much tenacity as possible, as much speed as possible, as much shield as possible. As you can see here, 65,000 HP. We have 83,000 shield, 183 speed, and 169% tenacity. It's not enough tenacity, by the way, guys. If I had more tenacity on this dude, that could have been better, but I had to go with what I had with my runes and try to put something that'll give me a good balance between speed and tenacity. Now, if we move to the next rune, well, if we relaunch the game relaunch. So if we move to the next character, guys, we have a Kebab. Kebab is going to be very important for his damage. You're going to have all his ability to level 7 because all his ability will do increased damage. You're going to need that increased damage to make up for not having this guy as gear 13. And you know, Baldur restore a lot of freaking shield during the last phase, so you do need to want to apply as many debuff as possible and keep those debuff on as much as possible. So you're gonna have important stats. Damage is gonna be important, speed is gonna be important, and potency is gonna be very important on this fella. If we look at the artifact here, we're running with damage plus shield. I needed him to do more damage. His potency was fine, 100% potency, so we went with damage plus shield, also to help keeping him alive a little bit. And runes, we went with 4 damage and 2 potency runes, so we can actually get that 100% potency and get a decent amount of magic damage. You can see here 4,546. It's not the fully optimal, but it's decent. We have 45,000 HP, 50,000 shield, which is decent. We have 219 speed and 100% potency. If his speed could be faster, that will even be better. Now, if we move to the next characters, guys, which is probably the most important characters we have, Ambulance. If you can't get this dude at gear 13, get this dude at gear 13, guys. It is gonna make your life so much freaking easier, because if he die in the wave 2, you are totally screwed, literally totally screwed, unless Baldur is like below 25% HP. So you need to keep this dude alive, and this dude is going to be the reason why your whole team stay alive. It's going to be so freaking important. So you want to give him survivability. Here you can see I went with 3 different setup runes. The runes are not important in this case. If I could have went with 6 HP runes, I will have went with 6 HP runes, but apparently I don't have HP runes, so I could not do so. So basically you want 6 HP runes. You want to have his speed as high as possible. You want to have his magic damage as high as possible, but his shield especially, and his HP as high as possible. This is what you want to have. His damage, obviously, more damage, more healing, obviously. Oh wait, artifact before we jump in there. Artifact, the preferred artifact for him is this artifact here, damage percentage with shield percentage. You need survivability on this dude. If we'll jump into the stat sheet here, you're gonna see we are running with 37,000 HP, 64,000 shields. A lot of shield for a gear 12 characters, 221 speed, and 76% tenacity. Tenacity is not as important on this guy, but can actually be quite useful here. And yeah, that's pretty much the setup we have on him. HP, shield, speed, those are the 3 stats you want on him. You can see here my HP runes are terrible, terrible, terrible. So that is why we went with the runes that was giving me the most HP pretty much without putting HP runes. So that is what we went with. So those are the 5 characters we use in we use for 10 hours, about 10 hours of gameplay to actually beat this event. So guys, next we're gonna be loading the video here. Boom, the video is here. That is the start. The video started recorded when they hit me for the first time, and I'm gonna explain the strategy I'm gonna be using here for you guys, so you guys can use the same strategy and have a chance to win if you have a pretty solid half-big team, obviously. So if we jump in here, we're going to pause when it's time. First, we want to go with the taunt. The first thing we want to do is the taunt with Centurion. You do not want to use the third skill from battle at the start. You do not want to use the third skill from Kebab at the start. You just want to use your taunt, and then you want to let all the blinding go away. So here we're just gonna go here, basic attack. We're not doing anything, we're just doing basic attack. And then when we are done, when the next blind is gonna hit, which is gonna be coming in a sec here, or maybe there we go. I guess I took a pause somewhere. See the blind, now it's time to use a good ability. So the third skill from Wizard, you use him on himself, then you use his second skill for turn meter reduction and some decent damage. After that, you're going to be using the third skill from Kebab, the third skill from Barrel, and then you're going to go AoE Berserk. And then after that, it's really going to depend on what's available at that point, pretty much. See here, that was a good run, because this dude at the bottom, this Garrett at the bottom was almost dead. After that, you want a tenacity increase before the AoE blind from Little Betty is going to be very, very, very important. And after that, you kill whatever targets you can kill. Literally, the first target you can kill, that is not a tank, you kill it. That is going to be the most important. Sometimes actually can be very, very, very painful. So the first target you can kill after the big AoE wave, this is what you go with. Like here, I got the third skill again from for Wizard. We're gonna use it. Then we're gonna try to kill this guy. We are blinded like crazy, so it makes it very, very hard. There we go. Garrett is dead. We got the town back, and then now we actually on a better setup here. So we can actually throw a little bit of better damage, heal up. And then not get blinded here. That was perfect timing, so we can throw more AoE. And then that first phase is actually quite easy if you can get good RNG on the arrow for Garrett's, and you know, get good crits on your 3 big AoE attacks. Pretty much that's going to be the base. When that's done, you try to finish clearing as slow as possible, because you want to have all your skill available for the next round. You want to make sure that ambulance is going to be able to put the armor increase and tenacity increase at the the start of the next fight. This is going to be so freaking important because that is going to give you so much more survivability. So here you can see I'm going basic attack, except here I'm about ready to move to the next round. So we're going to get our damage increase. We are going to get our talent back on. We're going to heal back up to apply those regeneration stacks. So on the next wave, when we use the tenacity buff, the third skill from ambulance, we can actually get a good shield. So here we go. Now, the first thing that's going to happen here is that wizard is going to get murdered. But we have a tenacity increase up here. We have armor increase up. So pretty much we're just gonna wait, do our AoE to clear all the ads. Pretty much that is what we want to achieve here, which was not optimal in this video. I've done a much better run for the first part, but that's the run we actually kill. And you can see my tank is almost dead, but I'm gonna have my healing ready in a sec, so that is gonna be fine. He's barely making it though. He is barely making it. And there we go. The heal is on. Now we go. We just want to clear the ads as fast as possible so we can get done with them. Here we're gonna go. I think I went basic attack here. Yep, kill this dude. Talent, so make sure that my ads, my non-defender don't die here. Kill the ads, and now it's really about bringing this guy down. You're gonna be very careful because man, he gets a lot of freaking shield. I think that if they nerf the amount of shield he gets from the legendary event and reduce the damage of that AoE a little bit, I think they could actually make this legendary event a lot easier, to be honest. I think the shield is it's the worst, man. That shield can be very, very painful to remove. From what I've seen, when you do apply debuff on him, I don't know if that really affects it, but it seems like the shield does not really regenerate when you do have debuff on him. I don't know what triggered the shield. I did not look at Baldur's skills yet, so I cannot tell you, but I think those burn damage on him was actually a game changer. You know, use that second skills as often as possible. This is what's going to be the game changer. Heal your dude as often as possible, and I hope that everybody is going to survive that phase. Pretty much that's what's going to be very, very important. You can see his shields just keep coming back and coming back and coming back, and it is very, very, very painful. And now we just get to watch it, guys, and watch it die, because there's nothing else we can actually say. Apply your burn damage, keep your burn stack on your kebab so you can actually apply more burn damage, and that is pretty much game over after that. You do that, you win. Well, if you have the team that is strong enough to win, obviously. You can see here the shield is finally gone. That does not mean it's going to stay gone. I don't fully remember. I think it's stay gone though. But I think it's going to murder somebody if I remember right. I got scared. I got really scared. There we go. He murdered my ambulance and I had to finish the job without a healer. That was very, very stressful. I knew that was something. But that burn damage is going to help a lot. That increased damage. And my tank just taking a beating without dying was actually a game changer at that point. Also, I have to charge very, very low on Baldur as much as possible. Really, really helps. So we sacrificed the tank here. Now here we're going to try to finish the fill out. And that's pretty much there. See? Boom, boom, one more attack. We got that AoE, the burn damage that does the most, and then boom, we have a 3 stars clear. It's always a 3 stars kills, but we get the 330 biometrics, so not biometrics but arrow stone in this game for Baldur. And this is how we did it, guys. This was very, very, very difficult. This was the most difficult legendary event I ever done. This was the most difficult thing I ever done in any video games, all included. That was very difficult, and that was way overtuned. If the dev are watching this video, if the community manager are watching this video, this event needs to be turned down. This event needs to be nerfed a little bit. The first wave, I can deal with it. It is possible to beat it with lower team than I did. But the second wave, the Baldur, it's too hard and gets too much shield. If we can actually get less shield on Baldur, I think that will actually make it easier. A lot more people will be able to get it. By a lot more people, I mean maybe 10 more people. I don't know how many people actually got this event done, but there is not a lot of people, guys. And hopefully this video will help you in building your team and with your strategy to actually clear this legendary event. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of my amazing community. You all have well, you I wish you all good luck on recruiting Baldur, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.